opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Amari in Hampton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards.
Hey, 15.
Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
It's your money, y'all. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Get it the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shutting down. Whenever I get you
looking to put a drive together. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. Room here to run. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
They'll throw with May. This one swung out to Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Crazy. Hey, what's up? Hey, 5.
From the shotgun, May with it. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here goes that.
To throw, it's May. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Can't.
They'll try and throw forward May. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mahomes going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. On first down, Shelton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll weave all the way out to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's May. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Crazy. Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
To the air, May. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Five.
They'll try and throw for it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The Giants' 44-yard line.
Hey, 15.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Third down.
Yellow.
Try to run for it with Hampton. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 43, attack. Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Yellow. Hey, on the line. Hey, 57 colors. Yellow. 15.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here is May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw, May. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Yellow. On the line, right?
Mahomes now to throw. They'll find McMillan here. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 2.
15. Yellow. Hero 15. On the line. Hey, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Yellow.
They'll run on first down. It's Shelton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Yellow.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Hampton is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Yellow.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, start. 5. Crazy.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. Breaks a tackle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play there, second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Give here to Hampton. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Patrick going to change the play.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Hampton going to try to punch it in. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Omarion Hampton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And it's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here goes front. Eddie, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll throw with May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Five. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Yellow.
And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Shelton. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
180.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got